Hello everyone and welcome back to Daedra and Deathclaws. We're happy to welcome John back to the table this week.
I don't think we really need him. Like, we had his impression down pat.
Yeah, I think we did a pretty good job.
I feel like it was slightly reductive.
Anyways, where we left off, the party was just making their way back to Delphine to find out when the next party at the Thalmor Embassy is, so that they can begin the process of infiltration and intelligence gathering. So we start on the morning of Turdas, the 4th of Hearthfire in the Bannered Marion.
It sounds like a silly day.
So, guys, I'm very happy that this root doesn't scream as you eat it.
Oh, the Nern root, yes, is very disturbing. You know, I found some of those in
I'm eating a nern root.
But
It's the yelly plant.
I understand that, but why are you eating it? I thought you needed it for stuff.
Aren't those poisonous?
I guess we'll find out.
See, this is how I live. See, this is how I live to the age I am. I didn't eat strange plants that yell at me.
You don't stick stuff in your mouth?
Don't you put it in your mouth.
It does just so happen that the first effect of Nernroot is damage health.
Ha! Ha ha ha!
Oh.
So you can go ahead and roll a fortitude save to start the day.
Wonderful.
That's not good.
That is my worst. Ooh, yeah, boy. That is a 7. No.
Don't you put
Sorry.
it in your mouth.
That is 7 plus 5, which is 12.
Probably not
Okay,
better.
in that case, you're just going to take 2 points of poisoning damage as your guts just want to turn themselves inside out.
Put it on my character.
The chamber
Just
pot
slide
is
Two
over there.
2 points of damage?
2 points of poison damage.
Oh, hold on. That's something different.
You are not poisoned.
No.
I don't think you're poisoned. I just think
No,
you're.
you actually take 2 points of damage.
Yes? 2 points of damage?
2 hit points of damage to your health.
Oh,
Seeing you,
this
like,
makes my
Don't you
grumbly
put it in your
tummy.
mouth.
Yeah, seeing her eat it and then seeing her visibly get sick, just mage hand, just no. Just no. I know you're trying to one-up Osmond right now, but
I'm not trying to one-up Osmond.
here, I won't feel a thing.
I'm
Use
not.
it as a bucket.
I'm not trying to one-up
Mage hand.
Please not
Osmond.
the table we're eating here.
What do I... So you said that the first point is damage health?
Yes.
I feel disgusting in my tummy, and I just sort of, like, bring out my book and go, like, bad tum juice.
And Osmond just like pulls out his journals, like, interesting. This is how I imagine like every caveman when they're like, what's dangerous, what's not. There's just a guy with a stone tablet, like, that one killed Bill. Interesting. Write that down. Good for future reference.
No, you see, they told stories about it because they didn't have writing, which is why stories are so important.
I know.
They put stories on the walls, though.
The first effect of snowberries, which is the other thing that you were eating.
Yep. And then I go, oh, that's bad. Okay, snowberries next. Oh.
They taste more pleasant than the Nern root, certainly.
Oh, yes, definitely chew on these. Better tasting than the Nern.
A bit bitter, like cranberries, with a hint of sweetness. A flavor you're not used to. This is not native to your homeland. And the first effect is resist fire. So you actually, you feel the effect of that wall of air, like when you walk into a mall or a store like that, and the air conditioning kind of hits. That's what you're feeling right now with those snowberries.
I'm just going to start walking towards the fire with my hand out.
No.
You know what? I'm just letting her do it. I'm just letting her do it. She wants to hurt herself.
I am like 30 feet away, just like going no.
I'm just getting up, I'm not putting my hand in the fire. I'm just
Gislad has much faith in you, but not in this particular moment.
I'm just getting as close, I'm just getting close to, normally I'm comfortable here. This feels comfortable here. This is...
You get halfway between the distance where you warm your hands and where you roast your hot dogs. You're halfway in between those two distances.
Yes.
Stop it!
I'm just letting her do it.
Alchemical
Listens to me.
I'm not hurt. Look at my hands.
No, it's not that. Stop eating that stuff. There's got to be somebody you can ask what it's going to do.
Yeah, it cost me 10 gold each time, and then I look at my death bell.
Don't even.
The stuff is aptly named.
And then I'm like, yeah, no. Even I'm not that stupid, you guys.
That's worth asking
Parthenax,
about.
if she asked you to try something, say no.
I would never ask Parthenax to do. What
He's
do you
too
think I
small.
am, a torturer? Besides, I have to experience because I know what my body feels like.
Do you? You change it daily.
Not daily.
Pretty much.
Well, okay, fine.
Okay.
This one doesn't even know what his body feels like, and that's the only one I've had his entire life. If you're gonna change into me, so like this one will not be held responsible.
Who's changing into who now? Are you changing into me?
True. And I change into. Oh no. Oh no. As soon as you said, "Are you changing into me?" I'm like, man, I want to change into you. Okay, so.
You're in a room of people.
Apparently that doesn't matter. How full is the day in the morning?
1, 2.
I just want to make a note that
3,
what's
4,
his face in the armor there never leaves.
4.
There's one in the back room that's looking directly this way over
Yep.
there.
Okay,
Right
so.
Oh no, that isn't somebody.
That's meat roasting.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was a person too.
Do they have glasses in Skyrim?
So 1/3. I'm just gonna like pretend and just be like, "Ha ha, I got you." 1/3, like up to 30.
Nothing. Osmond, just lad.
Yeah.
Roll a d6 and half it.
I guess that makes sense. I wanted to use percentile dice because I never use them. I turn into Osmond.
Yeah, so
No, we can make it worse. Osmond, your hair is so soft.
I'm deeply uncomfortable.
You have such broad shoulders.
I'm more uncomfortable now than I was before.
Osmond,
I'm
I
just
yearn
like,
for your body.
Don't touch! Keep your hands off my pants. Your pants. My pants. You don't need to know what's going on down there.
So the
Just. I will respectfully go to the bathroom and check it out.
Don't!
I need to know how big.
Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch me.
the other patrons
This one already feels daddy.
the other patrons of the tavern are stunned at first at this transformation, and like the music stops.
the meme with the jazz music stops. It's all like...
Music stops, and you hear like the clattering of silverware hitting plates, like very stereotypical abrupt stop to the atmosphere.
This one will just look to the crowd and go, "What a performance! Magic itself!"
and I
Practice.
start like doing like prestidigitation, like little like pew pew fireworks to be like, it's just an illusion, hey! And I sort of like shimmer drop it and become myself again.
That's okay.
The set is attacking us.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make like a
Also, I'm a
diplomacy
Thane
check.
of Whiterun, yo, so like.
Yeah, you can make a diplomacy check.
Can I throw a performance in there to help aid?
You may.
I don't
All I'm
hate it.
doing with a 16 is yes.
So, do I get bonus?
No.
Fantastic. That's a 24. I rolled an 11.
Okay. Yeah, 24. They don't actively draw their weapons against you, but people are deeply unsettled at the sight of you, an elf, turning into a Nord with such ease. The fellow in the iron armor stands up and just sort of like leers forward and says, "I think you should leave."
Are you threatening a Thane of Whiterun?
I'll go and talk to the Jarl right now. I think he'd want to know that a Thane of his is a Thalmor spy.
I'm not a Thalmor spy.
Okay,
I've already-
whoa. Back up. okay, there's a lot of leaps there.
Osmond's going to find a
Who's-
comfortable stool at the bar.
Who
Ain't saying anything.
who is to say that I don't use this to infiltrate the Thalmor? Because I can also become a high elf. My companions can attest that we have used such a ruse to save one of your kinfolk from the Thalmor in the past. Also, just so you know, Talos, great god. I don't believe, like,
He's a great guy.
But that's just
Yeah.
like the embodiment is like, hey, you know, my friends are religious, so like, don't hate me.
like,
Don't be a hater.
you can worship. I do not care. I'm happy for people to worship whoever they
I'm
want.
like-
You want to worship a Daedric prince? I don't care.
Prestigation like a little
depending-
grave digger, just a
Depending
bigger hole.
on what, because there's some like really crazy ones. So maybe not them. Like, just I hate the fact that people are oppressed by the governments around them.
As you
So
can,
I just don't care.
Arian, this is not helping!
He, for a moment, turns to Osmond because you are the Nord male in the group, and he wants confirmation from you that your group has saved a Nord, and then looks back at you and is like, you see the hesitation in him, like, maybe he's not the one I ask. And he turns to Lydia, who he actually knows because she's been a staple in Whiterun for years, and says, "What do you know of these people?" She says, well, they are the Thanes of Whiterun. They gained that title for killing a dragon and absorbing its soul. They have been named Dragonborn by the Greybeards. And frankly, when's the last time you did anything for Whiterun?
Osmond's just like picking his nails with his dagger, like just like, saying shit. You guys got this.
He turns to the barkeep and says, "You're going to allow this?" And she just sort of shoots back to him. "They're Thanes of Whiterun. They patronize my business. They save our town. I don't see what the problem is." And he gets up abruptly and just sort of like kicks his chair, knocks over the goblet there, and walks on out of the tavern and says, "I guess I'll take my business elsewhere."
I prestidigitation the mess that he's just made and just like pick it up and put it on the counter. Sorry for
This is the only
that.
tavern in town. Where else he's gonna go?
there's the Fletcher,
Maybe he'll go
To
home.
Fletcher.
the boat, just right down
The
the
boat
road.
people.
We're in Whiterun.
We got really good meat from them that one time.
Oh, the Drunken Huntsman. I don't think you can drink there.
It's called the Drunken Huntsman.
I don't think that's I think that's more of a what is it? What did the fancy people say? A moniker?
No, I seem
You know
to
what? This
remember
will prove
getting,
it. Osmond, we're heading out.
getting
Let's grab a
liquid
drink
in
on the
there.
way out.
That's what?
We're heading out. Let's grab a drink on the way.
Sure.
Sorry for the loss of your patron. This probably won't cover it, but here you go. And I give 20 gold.
She gratefully accepts the gold and sort of bows her head slightly, and she says, "Honestly, I'll be thankful not to have to burn lavender every day to clear the scent of him."
Oh, was that him? I'm sorry here. And I just sort of like prestidigitation the air to make it less, like to clean
Febreze.
the air. Better?
She smiles and thanks you. Yes, he lives in that armor, if you know what I mean.
Huh.
Osmond, shall we go get a drink?
For the road, yes.
Does he stay here?
It seems like he never leaves.
But he doesn't have like a bedroom that I need to go and sanitize.
No, he has a home.
Okay,
Maybe
well.
he'll spend some time there then.
Lydia, ready to go?
Yes, of course.
Thank you,
And
Lydia.
Osmond like chugs the rest of his drink and
All right,
Sorry.
breakfast wasted.
Sorry about the mess.
What do you mean breakfast wasted?
Drunk at breakfast. We're
Oh.
breakfast wasted.
I don't know about wasted, more like pleasantly
Buzzed.
pickled.
Heading out the door.
I swear, Godsman, I only had one. Yeah, no, I know
I swear
my
to drunk gods, I'm not officer.
I know my horse's turn signal's been on this whole time, but what I promised I'm fine.
Just flicking its tail to one side. So, outside in the brisk morning air,
It's really unfortunate that I can't just have fun.
Well, you can.
Elves just want to have fun.
Without being accused of being a racist asshole.
This one will bring you places where you will be flocked vigorously for your services to being able to change.
What if that's not the
This
kind
sounds
of
like a
service
brothel.
that I want to provide?
Oh, that's 100% fine.
It's as
I
this.
know a really good pub that's all about masquerades.
That's not where I
Back
thought
home.
he was going with this.
No.
Everyone wears a mask. The whole thing is about hiding your identity, and you can do whatever you want.
Oh, fun. So I could be like the person without the mask.
100%. Just be careful not wear the blue bracelet. That is... I'll
Okay.
explain the color coding when we get there.
Ah,
This kitty man with the filthy establishments.
Doesn't really like Kitty Man.
up here north, but don't tell him that.
He really doesn't like it.
These Khajiit with the
how about
flesh.
you just call him just Lad?
No, I'm saying in general. With the...
Oh, now we're just...
The-
those people.
I'm just
Oh,
saying with
dear.
your bazaars of
With their
Bizarre.
open
And
expression and willing to
touching each other.
discuss sexual pleasures.
This is a family murdering charade that we're on.
Osmond, I thought we were cuddle hobos, not murder hobos.
I was unconscious for that. I have no
At
responsibility.
times, we are murder hobos, though.
This one still stands to the idea of getting a drink for the road, so I'm going to make my way to the Drunken Huntsman.
The Huntin' Drunksman?
Up to the right. Go
Almost.
around. There's a door up there. Ah. Whew. Good sir?
Ah, hello, my friend. Are you in the market for some hunting supplies?
Yes, booze.
Oh, yes. I know just how important that is to hunting. What did you have in mind?
A good mead if you have it.
Mead, yes. I certainly have that. That's 14 gold a bottle.
I will drop the 14 gold and grab a bottle.
Tremendous.
Actually, Osman!
Yes.
Do you want your own bottle?
I don't know if I can. Where's my stupid? There it is. Oh, well, I can afford this. Sure.
Osman, this one's not asking for money. This one's asking, do you want a bottle?
Sure.
All right.
I
Second bottle, 14 more gold.
can't do the thing because I didn't do equal. Not plus. I cannot do things today. Thank you very much, and I'll hand 28 gold.
Pleasure doing business with you, and best of luck in your hunting adventure.
Sorry, we're focusing on math over here.
And they carry the two.
Uh-oh.
Just 1 gold, 2 gold, 3 gold, 4 gold, 5 gold, 6 gold, 7. Do you like the assault one?
We will have a lot of fun on our hunting trip. I think our hunting trip... I mean, the last one we had, we fought a dragon.
I nearly killed
That's
it
the
with a rock.
second time. You were a long ways off. That was
Hey,
not the first
I
damage.
put it in its cloaca. Sorry. Didn't mean to shout.
My goodness, you killed a dragon.
I pull out a dragon scale. And then
We've
put it
killed
back.
2.
Yeah.
Just like,
I thought we killed 3.
Nope, we've only killed 2.
he's in absolute awe. He's like, that is the most incredible hunting trophy I've ever seen. Can I buy it off you? I'd love to post it on the wall.
Do you want one of the scales? Or would you rather have when I dunk out like a bone of the dragon?
One of each, I think, would make for an exceptional piece on the wall. It could be a big draw for business.
Alright then. I will sell you my 1 dragon scale and 1 of my dragon bones.
How much are you wanting for them?
I don't how much do you think this would go for?
A couple 100 gold at least.
Would you be comfortable with me making you an offer?
I don't know how to sell things.
You say yes.
Yes.
300 gold for the pair.
Say 350. Just go more.
3 is great. 3. 100.
And the bottle of wine.
I was gonna say, and a round of that delicious meat that we got from the roast spit, because we've been in here once before, and that was fantastic. And I'd like to have that for lunch.
Very good, very good. 300 gold, lunch, a bottle of wine, and I need something from you.
The story?
The story. Of course, I have to be able to tell people how these came to be here.
Now, is this the dragon? Is this the first scales from the first dragon, or the scales for the second dragon?
You've killed 2 dragons?
2 dragons. I kicked one to death.
Second dragon, because
Well,
we sold the first set.
The first
No.
one you know about, because
This-
just outside of Whiterun, that whole commotion?
This
That
is...
was you?
No, no,
Yes,
no, no,
all,
no.
all of us. We are Thanes of Whiterun. I do pew pew magic, like, yeah, we got the power.
My goodness. To be in your presence is a pleasure
Awe-inspiring,
and an
isn't it?
honor.
I'm gonna like throw my foot on the counter and be like, "These boots killed a dragon.
No, that boot.
This specific boot. I kicked a dragon to death."
How
There was
much do you
this-
want for the boot?
I'm sorry, but these boots are not for sale. These are special. They'll be family heirlooms.
Boots are made for walking, and that's just...
And also my feet. I have a very oddly sized foot. It takes forever to get the pair of boots made. It's a whole thing.
I understand.
You know what? When I die, if you're an elf, you live longer than I do. When I die, you can have the boots.
I tell you what, I am going to mount those scales just over there. No, what's the best place? I'm
Up
gonna
high.
put it right on this wall above these art pieces. I'm probably going to just take those down. They're nowhere near as good as dragon bits. Would you do me a favor? Go outside, dip your boot in mud, and just put a boot print on the wall to add to the story.
You got it.
Excellent, thank you.
And I like go outside and like, ha!
You feel the wall give slightly, and it sort of rebounds into your foot. And he's like, "That's marvelous. I'll have to get an empty frame made so that I can put around it, so everyone knows not to mess with it."
So actually, no, this bone and these scales are actually from the first dragon, because I was keeping hold of them because I wasn't sure whether or not, like, who knows, they might be able to be used for potions or something.
Oh, I thought
Which
you
is-
sold them.
Okay. I know that I used one of them and gave it to the magic man up in the Thane's house to help with a spell.
Farengar.
Sure. Names are hard. But yes, so this was stuff that I had left over. But we do have scales and bone, I believe, from the
new
most recent dragon that we haven't sold yet.
Maybe we should give him a scale from one and a bone from the other, and he can put their names above.
We
Do
knew
we
their
have-
names?
They did have names. I don't remember the names.
We did have the name of the most recent one. Would you like to buy a bit of each dragon we kill, maybe?
I think that sounds splendid.
Okay, so do you want a scale or a bone from the first one?
The scale.
Wonderful. So then we will sell a bone from the second dragon. Yeah.
Very
And we will, I mean, we've sort of seen them flying off in like the far distance. But I have a feeling that we're going to need to fight them more. So we may just be coming back.
Excellent. Well, I'd love to add to the wall. I'm sure it will be quite the display in no time.
We'll bring you a tooth next time. Those things are like daggers.
Ooh, that sounds most excellent indeed. You said you wanted something from the spit.
Yes.
Uh,
The
you-
last time we were here, it was delicious. You roast meat fantastically.
I believe you guys have just come from breakfast, so you're going to be like
Oh,
brazen.
we can just wrap it up in like parchment or something.
Yeah.
Take it to the road.
For lunch.
For lunch.
If I
Tasty.
recall, his method of cookery was to shave off long, thin strips like shawarma,
Yeah.
and then you just sort of like meat noodle it.
Yep.
Just wrap
Sounds
it in
about right.
parchment and.
So he cuts each of you about a 6-foot strip.
Hell yeah.
Coiled up neatly, for the road then.
Wonderful. One for Lydia as well. Is she in the shop with
Oh,
us?
naturally.
Perfect.
Naturally.
She kept us alive the last time.
Really
Holy goodness, potions.
Shattered collarbone.
Not to diminish the honor of you four Thanes of Whiterun, but any housecarl of the Thanes is nearly as honorable and worthy of respect.
Yes, Lydia is very, very worthy of respect. Looking around, is the dude in the smelly armor here?
Yeah, he's just like mean mugging you from the corner over by that table.
I'm just gonna turn around and say, hello. His next drink is on me. And like, boop over.
That's
4, 10,
5
10
gold.
5 gold?
Yeah.
it. Kill them with kindness.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, your next one's on me. His next one's on me.
He just does like a horse snort. You know?
It's a whole thing. Sorry if it causes problems.
And not to worry, anytime you're putting gold into my hands, I'm a happy businessman.
Okay, let's, shall we mosey on Dusty Trail and, I don't know, kick dragons to death and,
Do you have any hawk
feathers?
Hawk feathers? Hawk feathers.
No, I'm afraid I don't. I don't do any of the manufacturing myself, so I haven't the parts of the arrows.
That is all good. I was just checking because it is a component in things. Health potions of all things. It's weird.
you can just eat them too and you remove your diseases. I remember that one, very useful.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Best of luck to you, and happy hunting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and we're on a bit of a schedule at the moment, but the next time we come in with our next dragon bit, we will make an evening out of it, and we will tell you all.
That sounds excellent. I'm looking forward to it. Until then, I'll just have to make up my own story as to how I got these bones and scales.
Yes, as once we get out, I'm just kind of leaning over there, Ruin. I mean, yeah, in the Dawn God, you know, we came across a lot of vampires, and I don't know if you know this, but vampires, they spread its disease. The vampirism starts as disease and infection of the blood. And hawk feathers, for whatever reason, they always made you not turn into a blood-sucking leech. So, you know, words of the wise.
Good to know. Oh no, it looks like down the way.
All these assholes.
They do not exist. I just haven't been able to remove them as of yet.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Off we go then.
You know what we need? We need our own horses one day. I think we'd make a small... Not that it's bad to have a cart, but it, you know, when we run across bandits or whatever, it'd be more convenient to have somebody ride ahead as a scout or what have you.
So there was a gentleman who we just heard on our way through who said, a coin for a beggar. So I'm going to give him a coin.
Thank you, kind lady.
You're welcome.
Thank you, pretty lady.
You're welcome.
How's the weather this morning?
It's
Oh, that's
it's overcast, but relatively warm. I'd call that a 15-degree day.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Just lads, not even gonna bother casting protection from elements today. I'm just gonna.
This is John's kind of day. 15 degrees and overcast. That's...
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm with you on that. Go
So-
for a jog in this.
Oh, yeah.
Where are we going exactly now?
Back to Riverwood to meet with Delphine to figure out when the party is.
But is that going to get colder?
Oh yes, probably. But if
No,
I don't need
White
it now,
Riverwood is south. Well, not south.
you don't leave the house wearing a sweater. If it's a nice day, you regret it immediately later on in the afternoon.
Immediately later on.
Yep.
Yes, I
Oh,
do not know how that
nice.
works.
Quick to see brothers, sisters.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
You guys are everywhere. How do you get around so fast?
it's not the same people.
The roads of Skyrim lead to many dangers.
There's a few other Khajiit over there. I just want to check and see if there are any, like, the people that we helped that last time. And if there are, I'm just going to go over and make small talk.
Last time.
These are the same ones that were camped out
thank
here
God. Okay,
a while
so-
ago when you left town. This is sort of their setup.
There was
Awesome.
just some people, like, some Khajiit walking along the road, and we gave them a warning about dangers ahead.
That would not be these folks.
Okay.
This one we'll just make small talk for a little bit. Good to catch up. We'd love to stay, however, we have business elsewhere. This one just wanted to stop by and say hello.
Hello to you, and may your roads lead you to warm sands.
Thank you.
Do you have anything that helps with health? That's not a potion, like something you can wear.
Oh, let's have a look.
This is going to be expensive.
Well, I need to know how much money to save up to save your freaking butt.
Nothing here.
I had one shattered collarbone. That was it.
You were knocked unconscious.
Multiple times.
In this fight with the dragon, and in the last fight with the dragon, and we're gonna be fighting more dragons.
This number of concussions can't be good for a person to sustain.
No, I don't
Bless.
think it is.
Bless you.
Blessed be in the name of Talos. Right, let's
go.
mosey on the road then.
I will go visit the stable and get our cart, which was protected by them.
Yep.
I will check the inventory of the cart, make sure everything is there.
It does appear as though everything is there. You're getting to know the stable hand at this point. You know, a nod and a hello is just about enough to get the job done.
And then I will cast Phantom Steed. And
Alright.
today, my horse, beautiful, gorgeous, dark, like sea blue, with green, like kelp, almost kelp-like hair coming out.
The bright kelp or the dark?
That dark, dark green kelp.
I like it.
Like from a distance, it looks like a black horse. When you go up close, you're like, wait.
Talos forbid we ever be subtle.
This is actually probably about as subtle as you're gonna get.
I know.
It almost looks black, the whole thing.
Osmond, what would you prefer?
A horse.
It is a horse.
Not my own horse.
Have a good day.
Okay, ride the horse.
No, I don't trust this horse. You control this horse.
I just no such thing. I just.
I want a normal horse that I can pet and call Tiffany.
Okay. What
You
if it's a
can pet
boy?
this one and call it
I'll call it
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
All right. So how much do horses cost? You're from this area. Like how
Like
much
1,000
are we
gold.
talking? Okay.
It's a lot of money.
It is. Who is driving this horse?
You let your slide drive again.
I think I need to take it over again
take no
because
responsibility
we're just
for
But
this.
we're here.
Yeah, I nearly shattered my neck.
Oh goodness. We've arrived.
Osmond just is like tied in the back with rope, like to the cart, holding on for dear life.
All right, we've made it with plenty of time. Shall we go talk to Delphine real quick?
I'm just gonna cast Mage Armor on myself real quick, and I'm going to cast Pet Cash.
Bye, Parthenon.
You just
Why
sort
Why
of
are we
like,
so suspicious of Delphine?
just sort of like, I
Through the portal?
open up the Pet Cache a little bit, and all you see is little tongue going.
I don't know why we're suspicious of Delphine.
I don't like her.
Well, I know you don't.
She withheld information at the start, and this one likes to be an open book right from the beginning.
Yes, but I don't think she's going to do anything in town.
These are her people.
You
They
don't even
rally
know
with
my-
her more than they'd rally with us.
You don't even know my birthday. Open
What?
book.
Oh, look, a chicken!
A chicken!
Osmond, that is true. When is your birthday?
8th of Frostfall.
Birthday?
I don't know when my birthday
Don't ask
is.
this one.
Are you going
We
to pick
don't-
up the chicken and pet
Yes, I'm going to pick up the chicken and
Well,
pet him.
do it!
Animal handling. Or nature, as it is.
Marked prey, hunted
Oh
prey.
yes, it's going to be my hunted prey.
Sandra remembered to do that for you when you picked up the chicken
Bless
last
your
year.
heart. 23.
Yeah, you pick up the hell out of that chicken.
Now, Osmond, do the thing where you lift them up and just move their body around, but the head stays perfectly still.
Yeah, you
Um,
can't do this with the chicken. They
no,
don't
you-
like that. It's just one way.
One direction. I know, I've had the
One
chicken
way.
before. His name was Todd.
What is it with you and T names? Let's go!
Todd, Tiffany, it works in my accent very well. I don't have to struggle with it.
That also reminds you of the Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I ate.
Oh, look, Delphine's just sitting down.
I'm just holding the chicken. Like I'm just like tucked like a football. It's like
Oh, if when we're out on the road, and we happen, to hear more screaming plants, please let me know, because,
You like it when they make
You want to
sick?
yell them? You want to yell back?
No! I need to find something else. But Niran root in a potion can make you invisible.
Shut up.
Yeah! Which I thought would be really cool, so I just need to
Shapeshifts, he's invisible. This is giving me indigestion.
Well, maybe she'll make the invisibility stuff for us. I'm a rogue that can sneak the shit out of that.
Delphine,
Yes.
where are we going? And when's the party?
I've just received word from Malborn. The next party is tomorrow night. So preparations will need to be made in haste. Your next step will be to meet him in solitude so that you can arrange for whatever you need smuggled in to be smuggled in. But again, you must remember... Sorry, let's get her face in here. You must remember that discretion is key. Bringing in a greatsword is going to be very difficult.
Bringing in
Osmond?
one's own flask filled with alchemist fire, not so difficult.
That is perhaps a little bit better. Think of what could fit, perhaps, in a box of wine, where, say, 4 of the bottles are false.
Just Lad is then just going to go to his allies and be like, what would you want to bring?
Nothing.
Are you sure?
Parthenax.
I can keep a dagger in my boot.
Any sort of focus or
I don't think sorcerers have focuses in this.
your bow and arrows?
Oh, no, that's too big.
Whatever you want.
Daggers.
No. Doesn't matter about too big. You'd want your bow and arrows, yes?
No, probably because whatever is happening, it would be close quarters,
Okay.
right? So I think
I had-
daggers would be best.
End of the day. Osmond, what would you want?
And he just pulls like the 2-headed sword off his back, like.
I will hold the sword. Alright. And I'm like a big armload. Is this everything?
Yes.
I will snap my fingers and I will cast illusionary disguise at 2nd level, and the equipment and everything I'm holding just disappears as I am now wearing an elegantly long, absolute gorgeous ball gown. Like, I'm talking with the big train and everything, so there's like a good 4-foot radius around me where no one can come near me. Beautiful, tall, elegant elven features, long ears, corseted
Boob
with
window.
a beautiful no boob, no.
You're not
Straight up to the neck with the lace collar that looks a little bit too tight than it should be. Beautiful feminine features, and I just look at you.
I'm disturbed.
Delphine's jaw drops. She says, "You may be a bit ostentatious, but that certainly appeals to Altmer sensibilities." She chuckles.
Do you hold on, Osmond, you know how not Osmond, just Lad. Oh boy.
If you turn into me and pair yourself off with this tart, I will never forgive you.
No. This one could look like Osmond with this dress on.
Yes.
No.
Do it.
It takes a lot.
It's okay.
I should ask.
So, does your voice change?
No, just Lad sounds like absolutely sounds like. However, this one can try to fake it for the evening, as I will try to perform a voice that is not mine.
Very good. Performance check.
So that is going to be
So glad that I don't have to try and perform.
a 22.
22, you play it off perfectly. The this one gives it away, but other than that, it's impeccable accent. Delphine says, I must ask, how long does this spell of yours last?
Well, I have about an hour, and then I have to go use the ladies' room for a moment.
How do you know?
Exactly.
Yes.
And then I can go for another hour, and I could probably get about 3 hours worth out if we need.
Well, that's tremendous. Yeah.
That is
Tomorrow,
if this one doesn't make a horse, so we need to get that today, sleep, and then this one can do it for 3 hours.
Well, actually, we could potentially sleep in solitude. My daughter lives there. We'll see if her husband is out of the house. In which case, we have run the place.
Well, if the husband's there, this one can.
Entertain him.
Here's the problem: the difference between us. Just come closer for like you're coming in for a dance. And you just go right through the illusion and touch my face.
Yeah.
This is why this one went with the big fucking ass dress, because nobody wants to step in a woman's dress. And then I will drop it, and I'm still there just holding everything like this.
Okay, so I'll take back my stuff because it's not time yet.
No,
But
it was
that
just.
makes sense.
But it's a proof of concept, and it worked.
I think this is going to work very nicely.
This one believes that if I hold everything close to my person and be like, "Ah, how dare you try to dance with me?" This one will be able to get everything we possibly need into the thing. Even your boots.
I can't wear my boots.
You need to look the part.
Oh,
and
bloody
those
hell.
boots do not.
And so we need to get to Solitude today, buy some regal clothing.
no,
They're
they're
providing.
providing it.
We're providing the party clothing, things that will fit
Okay.
the mood.
Can this one see said things to make sure it's from the appropriate season?
Certainly. That is going to be waiting for us in Solitude with Malborn.
Then let's go! And then,
You don't need him to smuggle your things in. If you can hide as much as it seems you can, you may wish to bring your armor in as well, just in case. You'll want to introduce yourselves to Malborn. Not that he needs to smuggle anything in for you, clearly, but it will be important for him to see your faces so that
Uh-oh.
in at the party he can help you out.
His face is
That-
going to be different.
Mine also.
Well, then show him the face you intend to wear for the evening.
I can't. I've already become him today.
Well, then I'm sure you can explain it to Malborn, and when he spots
you
the
can look
other
like?
three, he will assume you are the fourth.
if you're being...
Thalmor.
No, this is what you do. And I will mage hand crossing the middle two fingers. You don't do this normally. If someone asks you, they know it's you.
Very good. So,
We'll figure something out.
meet with
Sounds like a
Malborn,
good plan.
and we'll be able to go from there.
And hopefully my son-in-law is out of the house doing his stupid war.
Oh, I'm afraid Lydia is going to have to stay behind. She's too well known in the societies of Skyrim, having spent a great deal of time at the Jarl's Palace. So, disguising her is not...
She can stay at Freya's.
Yeah. She can stay in Solitude nearby, but that's, I'm afraid, where she's going to need to stay.
Lydia, we apologize, but we'll pick you up as soon as we're done.
You can hang out with my grandsons. It's a great time.
That's that sounds splendid. I never really liked these parties, anyways.
All right.
I've
Well,
never been to one, Lydia.
Hey, you can
What's it
show them
like?
how to swing a sword. God knows the father doesn't know how to.
It
let us
is
go
like.
before we lose daylight.
Do you remember being
Well, we
a
lose daylight?
child and
Yeah, let's moving while we're losing daylight instead of sitting around doing nothing.
do you remember being a child and it seemed like you had to act more grown up than the grown-ups for them to treat you with respect?
No.
No.
Well,
It wasn't
That's-
really like that where I grew up.
fair enough. Different land, different culture. It's just pretend you are 30 years older than you really are and you'll fit in fine.
Great.
So, I can't change, and neither can he.
Makeups can do wonders, I've been told.
Though you are Thanes of Whiterun, truly very few people have seen your faces. Your disguises are less important.
And
It's-
the best trick, simplest one, this one can teach you about if you want to mask your voice, is just slow down the amount of words you speak, and your voice will drastically change.
Please unravel that a bit. I don't want it getting too coiled up.
But, like, will I be accepted? Will he be accepted?
They
Elf Nord.
They expect Nords to be there. This is Skyrim, and some of the richest people in Skyrim are Nords, naturally. Dark Elf. It's a little bit less usual, but not unheard of. And you could certainly be someone of some import from Morrowind who is passing through and got an invitation.
We should match our outfits tonight.
I can't change clothes. Oh,
Whatever clothes you pick.
that
Color
would be
scheme.
something. I would want to give you my robes so that I could quickly put them over top of my stuff if need be.
Right. Let's go.
The solitude.
On the road.
On the road again. Can't wait to get on the road again.
All right. Who is navigator?
None of us. We all suck.
I know how to get to solitude.
All right, off you go then. I just sit in the back of the cart and
Left.
let the horse take over.
Stop. Road sign. If I remember correctly. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
I know how to get to solitude.
Right?
Keep going right. Go. It's going to be a long ride here. Just saying. Oh, it's a moose.
Actually, during that long ride, before.
Bring out your dad.
It's a dark elf, oh no! While we are riding today, Jaslad's actually going to have his book out and is going to be doing some sketching.
Mm-hmm.
And specifically, it looks like there's a bunch of measurements and stuff like that. And as Osmond's riding, you'll just casually see Jaslad with like a stick next to your boot.
To the left.
Left. To the left. There we go. A stick next to my boot.
And then snip.
What are you doing?
Lift the foot.
Lifts his foot.
No, the stick. Snip. Thank you, kindly.
What are you doing? You strange man. Keep going that way.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Sketching. Ideas.
I can tell that, but what do my boots have to do with it?
What
Nothing.
does the
Have we
snipping
just
have to
come
do with
past?
I am using it as a makeshift ruler to get something measured.
I am suspicious and feel vaguely harassed.
That's how we feel most days when we talk to you.
I am not.
As he's like angry as he's talking, I'm just like looking at the boot and like trying like with my thumb measure how big the heel is and fallen arches.
I am the light. Damn it.
Lazalia was saying something.
No.
Azalea, what's wrong?
Holy shit!
There's
It's
a
a dragon.
It's off in the distance. It's fine.
That's the distance.
We're not going to play with dragons today.
Don't know if my sphincter can handle it anymore.
You're not
Lydia.
well enough.
Lydia, here are 2 more health potions. Wait, hold on. We had a whole bunch
No, we'll find the dragon apparently.
No dragon.
We had a whole bunch of health potions and we were going to give her a chunk, were we not?
Yes, I've got some. Like, I don't know how many she can carry.
Right.
Keep going straight. I think the dragon has the plans.
And will she be
Oh, is
able...
that check the
Solitude, yes, good job.
Will she be able...
British there for a second?
Excuse me, hello, Bowser.
Will she be able... How many does Lydia want?
I have enough to be able to help you lot.
About you in a third person. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
I have enough to be able to help you all, but I think it's also important that each of you have a fair supply of your own, in case I'm unable to reach you, or I'm helping one of you and one of you can help someone else.
Health potions?
Yes.
I have a bandolier. So, like, holding one thing, like, shows the bandolier of, slots on his chest.
So, do you need some health potions
Hell
to
yes.
fill your slots?
I open it up and I just, like, hold it. Well, he's got the reins in between his knees, and he's just like...
How many would you like?
I can fit 8.
Well, I'm
Eight
not
drawers,
giving
10, or
you
you're
all
gonna
of the 9 that I have.
Just,
If we see the lady that
How
we
about I
helped,
give you...
we'll just be like, hello, as we pass.
How about I give you 3 of the
sure.
potions of healing? So I will have 2 left.
Uh-oh,
No,
looks like there's
got
somebody
it.
dead.
Fine. You were missed. Oh, those bandits again.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Uh-oh.
What is it?
I don't know where to go. Just keep going straight.
Yeah, Markov. Because if you look up onto the horizon, that's solitude up to the left, is it not?
Where's our map?
You know what we need on the back of this cart? A ballista. What would be the logistical hurdles that we need to accomplish to have like a scorpion attached to the back of this
Nope.
cart?
Well, first of all, you
We're going up
need
this
to have
way.
it invented.
We're in the Dragon Bridge.
You have 2. I've given you 2 minor healing and 3 potions
Did you
of
just-
healing.
Yep, we're following on the river.
No, I didn't do that.
I think we're going in the right direction. It just forgot to tell us where
Stop.
Solitude was. Yep.
Solid, right?
On your way, you passed through the same checkpoint with the bandits that harassed you before, and they see you coming and they ready their traps,
To the left.
but ultimately one of them waves the others down and just sort of grumbles as you pass.
Oh, at Dragon's Bridge, we're getting close.
Mm-hmm. That is an interesting bridge.
It was made by, if I remember correctly, the
I'm
dragon
running.
priests of old.
And to the right.
At one point, all of Skyrim was ruled by the dragons. I suspect they want to do it again. This
Well, if
black
they're-
beastie dragon.
if they're we want to keep to the right.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
To the right, to the right.
Everything
With
you
the
own
O's
in
in
a
a
box
box
to the right.
Circus, the lot of them.
No, I need to have my flare.
To the right.
Oh no,
We
you're
just keep-
drawing me.
Yes.
I'm suspicious.
You're always suspicious. There's
That's how I
nothing
lived
new.
this long.
I am literally just drawing those sexiest features.
Oh no.
Ow,
I'm
That's
ow,
suspicious.
ow, 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 ow.
His foot?
As you reach this point, it is too narrow for your cart to pass through. You're nearing the gates of the city.
The stables are below.
Yeah, we'll stop by the stables down below, which is right there.
Well, it's a farm.
Hello, young lad. I'll look at the little boy.
Oh, hi.
We're here to leave a horse for the evening. Sorry, a cart for the evening. Do you, can you get someone to come talk to us real quick?
No, I can take care of it. What do you need?
We're just looking to a place to park the cart. No horse to take care of.
Oh yeah, sure thing. You can just put the cart here, right next to the horse's pens.
Okay. How much do we owe you then?
I think that's 100 gold.
And I just kind of give him a look.
200?
My boy, take off the 0.
20?
We've paid 10.
Tell you what, and I will look at him, and I will say, you've done a hard bargain. I will give you the 15 gold, and you go tell your mom and pa what you did.
Okay. And he just both hands up.
Ooh,
And
we're
I
gonna
put the 15 gold in his hand.
we're gonna be
It
here
weighs
for
him down like he
2
almost, his arms are full length between his knees, sort of swinging as he walks. He's like, thanks, mister.
Straight to your mom and pa!
Yeah, sure thing.
I'm watching him like a hawk.
He just slowly stumbles and bumbles over here to the folks you assume to be his parents, and you hear them sort of mumbling in conversation and looking over at you and pats the boy on the back.
He drives a hard bargain! You should be proud!
We are.
The tip is for getting him a gift for his hard work.
Understood.
Speaking of gifts, I have some stops to make before we go.
And then I will also look to Lydia and be like, this one only paid for one night, so here. And I'll hand Lydia 33 gold.
Mm-hmm.
That should cover coming back down here and any sort of food expenses you have over in town. And do not give me the, I have my own funds. This trip is on us.
If you insist.
This one does.
Very well then.
Alright.
I think this one needs to stop talking like that.
What do you mean?
This one needs to practice talking with I
First person pronouns are important.
when you're trying to disguise yourself as a Thalmor.
This one needs to embody. Very I fucking hate it.
That is fair. You don't
Oh,
have to.
jeez.
Oh, look, there's somebody about to die.
What?
I just look over.
As you enter Solitude, you hear people discussing a public execution. People are shouting insults at the person as the sentence is sort of solemnly being laid out. You should tell her that her uncle is scum and betrayed his high king. You helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape this city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude. Traitor! It was no murder. Ulfric challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords. Boo! Doing my best here, guys.
Love you.
As he's
Off with his head!
as he's
Don't
putting
encourage
down,
them.
while Lizaria is actually yelling, Gislad, under his breath, is going to wiggle his fingers and cast Sanctuary on the gentleman on the pedestal.
Okay.
Subtly as possible. If I think I can't get away with it within...
It's a
Actually, ooh, wait, no, I can't. Never mind. Never mind, this one does nothing. It just stares off and... Oh no, please, don't die.
Okay. Sure.
Osmond has his hood up and is trying to look as indiscriminate as possible,
This
or
one
is
does not
as
like this.
Inconspicuous.
This one does not like
Inconspicuous.
this. This one does not like this.
I don't like this either.
But this
I
one
will
does
be-
not
I'm gonna
get us in trouble.
I know your color theme, and I'm just gonna use prestidigitation to slightly change it. You're much more grim, much more dark, so I'm just gonna lighten the green up a little bit just to make it a little bit different from what it is.
I will be in the shops, and I weave through the crowd, and I want to go to Radiant Raiment to see if I can find some not super expensive jewelry, but and I want to see if I can stop at a food selling place to get some honey nut treats and candies and things.
Very well. We'll take care of that once we get
Yeah,
the
yeah.
remaining 3 members through this execution. Any last-minute trickeries?
No, this one just watches sadly because this one does not want to risk the party.
As the man stoops and leans his head onto the chopping block, he says, "On this day, I go to Sovngarde." And, in the eyes of the current rulers of Skyrim, justice is done.
Well, Lydia, shall we be off?
Please.
Alright, we walk. Where were we supposed to meet Delphine's accomplice?
At the Winking Skeever.
Take a left, and we go.
Alright, we will catch up with you guys in just a moment. We have Osmond wanting to go to the Radiant Raiment. Is that this place? Yeah.
Yep. John's proud he remembers the name of the shop. And
Hi, I'm Gisli, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
are you... Sorry, isn't the shop normally run by a couple of elves? Do you work here now?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You stand behind the counter.
Yeah, that's because I'm running the store.
Oh, you... Okay, never mind. Fair enough. Yeah, I had to look at some jewelry.
Very good. Let's see what we've got in store.
I don't think she works. Are you? Yes. The.
Apologies, we'll just retcon that. She says she's the one who runs the store.
Very good. Yes. I'm looking for some maybe silver jewelry. Doesn't break the bank.
Got a couple circlets that are all enchanted.
Yeah,
and
no. If
super
I can find
expensive.
something that's not enchanted.
Here is that.
Gold and emerald circlet.
Oh, jeez.
It is just as expensive as the enchanted stuff.
Lots of enchanted necklaces. A Nordic amulet.
What about a Nordic ring?
Oh, there's an amulet of health?
Nordic ring.
Oh, bloody hell, it's so
An amulet of health?
Yeah, there is an amulet of health.
Yes.
1,500 gold. Jeez.
Yes. But
Oh, how much money did I get from the share of the dragon?
We haven't sold it.
The dragon bones we got from the
You
dragon?
just sold.
I sold one of my items.
I thought we had the scales and the bones.
I sold the scale from my
Oh,
inventory. But we sold the bone from...
so that would be
Thing.
150 divided by 4.
No, but if they're hers, they're...
No, because one came from.
Yeah.
She says to you, for the discerning gentleman, the cheapest piece of jewelry we have on offer.
Which money do I have?
Not that much.
Oh, can I get her a nice pair of... I'm gonna get her a nice dress instead.
All right.
If only you had a party member who could do something such as that.
Do they come in women's?
I mean, it kind of is universal.
Sure. We'll go with that then.
Or mourner's clothes, miner's clothes.
We'll just get the fine,
Here, fine clothes.
yeah, we'll go with
Slightly
those.
cheaper. Very good. 135 gold.
I'll give her the money.
Thank you very kindly for your patronage.
Oh,
And-
sorry, you're in the middle of something.
We hope you return to the Radiant Raiment.
How much was it?
135. That worked.
No, something happened.
Alright. And you wanted a food vendor.
Yes.
Well, you know that just around the corner there's an open air market here.
I'm looking for sweets. Not the fish.
It,
That's-
um,
The fish.
Double patron. Is booze a sweet?
This is for my grandsons.
you know what? At this point, we're just gonna say that it's probably actually early evening, and they may have closed up their shops for the day, or their stalls, as it were. Yeah.
Damn. Maybe I'll go to the inn and see if I can, if they have anything.
Rustle up something.
Very good. So, heading back to the Winking Skeever.
I walk in and start looking around, trying to dot eyes with anyone.
The barman.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, my
We got
friend.
fun.
Hey there, I'm looking for some sweets.
Sweets. Yes, of course.
Apple pie?
You got apple pie.
Ooh, honey
Yep.
nut treat.
Honey nut treat, 5 gold each.
Give them money. And, yeah, honey nut treat and an apple pie.
How many honey nut treats did you get?
There was only one.
Oh.
He's got more than that. He can get as many as
And an apple, and I'll take an apple pie too.
14 gold for the pie.
How many honey nut things did you get?
Just 2.
Now, that pie is best served warm, so you're gonna want to stick it, in a Dutch oven near the fire, warm it up good.
You got it.
Stick it. Stick it good.
Yeah. Sticky. Dun-dun.
Anything else I can get for you?
No, that's all. Thank you.
All right, very good.
Should we maybe get something, like, because we're going to your daughter's house, should we maybe, like, take some food because she's not
That's exactly what he was doing.
expecting us?
No, he was getting sweets to bribe the children.
Yeah, food.
You're welcome to get anything you want to bring to her. I was going to just, pay her. And also I got her this nice dress.
Also, don't forget this one collects food as we travel.
And you also all have 6 feet of shawarma meat.
It's true.
Which we would have had on the road here as lunch.
Probably. That would make more sense.
Because it's tsunami.
Well, fine, but we have else for dinner.
Not that far wrong, not that wide.
Well, for dinner, we've
Good
got
lunches.
a fine stew brewing up since yesterday, full of flavor, everything you need in there, everything for a growing boy.
Do you sell by the pop?
Oh, well,
We have our own pot.
I tell you what, I need to keep some for patrons here in the bar, but you could take half of it and I could, restock with some fresher ingredients, fill it back up.
Okay. Do we want to buy you some stew?
All right, yeah,
Yep, I'll buy it.
for half my evening stew, what do you say to 30 gold?
You buy him.
If that's what it costs, that's what it costs.
All right, 38 is.
All right, just bring your pot on over. I'll grab a hook and we can pour out half into it.
Alright.
Alright, let's try to find Delphine's friend. Evening's almost out. The guy over there.
Yes?
Melbourne?
You're who she picked? I do hope she knows what she's doing.
I can transform my face. Yes.
I just feel like punching him all of a sudden.
I feel like punching all of Delphine's people, including her.
Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't bring in anything else with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you.
I will give him 2 daggers.
Okay?
Do you still want this one to carry your bow?
I'm a little bit worried about the whole thing, because if they're like,
Ah! How dare you touch a lady? I'll have you not. And I'll start using mage hand to whack.
So you re-upped the spell before...
No, this one is just completely playing it up right now.
Okay.
And if they so much dare look under my dress, oh, you're gonna get a whacker.
I pull out the dagger out of my boot and I'm like, here, as a backup.
Very good.
I sort of my circlet and go, do you think that this is going to be out of place?
The circlet itself would certainly pass muster. However, the enchantment on it may raise some eyebrows.
Somebody would be able to tell what the enchantment is.
Not necessarily what the enchantment is, but it does shimmer blue. And if you're wearing something enchanted to a party, you're perhaps thinking of making use of that enchantment.
I wonder if I can wear this around my thigh.
Oh my.
Any magic you bring with you does run the risk of being detected by the Thalmor wizards. So, if you must,
Also something I was worried about.
if you
This
must,
one has a perfect lie, if anyone questions me. It is hard for me to explain, but this one is sagged in years. I must keep up the illusion, if you will. It's a lady's secret.
that
Well,
might
you-
just work. I can't guarantee it, but it's your lives you're gambling with, not mine.
We're breaking into a Thalmor Embassy. I think that if my disguise goes down, all eyes on me. You guys can do what you need to.
So would it be beneficial for us to lessen the glare of magic, so to speak, on our illusionary disguised friend?
That would likely be for the best. Again, they're very powerful wizards in the Thalmor organization, and not a lot gets past them.
I'm going to give him because the plate of my armor, I presume, is there's chainmail that fit in the bits and the gaps and things. I'm going to give him the plating of it and keep the chain shirt, just like a chainmail shirt. And I'm going to wear, because I looked at the fine clothing, it's fairly quilted and padded. So I'm going to wear the chain shirt underneath that.
So it's like a Gambison kind of.
Yeah, I'm going
Do
to.
you want the plate in there?
No, I'm not
He's
gonna
taking
take
the plate off.
I'm taking the plate
Well,
off.
we're not going in there tonight.
No.
It's tomorrow.
He wants
We're gonna
everything
be
now,
at-
though.
Yeah, I'm only taking what I'm smuggling in. I can't just hold things for you. I've nowhere to put them.
No, I want the
We're
plate
gonna
smuggled
leave
in.
it. Oh, okay. You do want it
I
smuggled.
do want the plate smuggled in.
This is rather a bit big for smuggling. I can try, but I can't guarantee it. I may have to ditch it on the side of the road.
Oh, but not then. Okay, well,
Can
I'll
you-
keep it.
What about something like this or my robes?
Your robes will fold and stow away neatly. The circlet I can probably make do with.
This one could also just wear it and then give it to you while we're in the party.
The thing is that less magic target on you is probably a...
But this one will be under the illusion of magic. It will be hidden better than with someone bringing in wine.
It's just 2 damage die. I don't need 2 damage die.
Yes, we do.
Okay,
Nothing's gonna happen in there.
everything's gonna happen, and I'm not gonna have my robes, which give me 4 to my charisma.
I just said I can take your robes.
Yeah, your robes are going.
The watchful eyes of the Thalmor barely glance at me. I am but a humble cockroach beneath their boot, serving the wine and making the food.
In that case, so as I mentioned, I can change my face. I actually change physically, just everything changes. Not magic. It's a body thing. It's weird. So I need your help coming up with the best meat suit disguise. Height, width, female, male. What do you think would pass best?
Honestly, you as a Bosmer are probably well suited to enter the party. You are an elf, so there's a little bit less,
Stigma.
not so much stigma as suspicion. Whereas if you disguise yourself as an Altmer, there will be the presumption that if you're coming to this party, they would already have known who you are, because that is their culture and they know everyone who's worth knowing already.
Fair enough. That makes a lot of sense. In that case, I need to go through my brain box and look at the different horns are a thing. You're a Bosmer. Is he a Bosmer?
Yes.
Okay, so what do they think about horned individuals? Just because I've always wanted to have them, and this would be a fun time because I don't normally change into other Bosmer. I just don't want to be myself.
While they may be welcome in our homeland, here they are looked on as a sort of
Bestial.
a bestial feature, and that would lump you in with Khajiit and Argonians, which are really the farthest thing from anything the Altmer want to have anything to do with.
What
the
about
Thalmor.
a stunning Nord?
You could always play my wife
Female.
again.
Why?
Nord's work, the Altmer really can't tell the difference between them. I think they all look the same. So,
Really?
you walk in with blonde hair and blue eyes, they'll just assume you're another Nord Jarl wife or some such that they've never bothered to learn the names of anyways.
Perfect. Well, I will think of my disguise then. And we'll figure this out. Oh, you're sneaking us in?
No, I've got the invitations for you, and I'm sneaking in copies of the invitations so that they know they've invited you.
Right.
And your bare essentials I can smuggle in as well.
Okay.
Whatever you choose,
And
this one will match you. We
where
can bounce off each other that way.
where are we getting our clothing from?
I've got it just in and he pulls out a small box from under the table.
There's no way that there's enough clothing in that small box for us all.
There is.
In that box?
Well,
It's a magic box.
It
It's
is-
bigger on the inside.
it is a small box. It's only one change for each of you. I hope you provide your own undergarments.
Do fancy people have fancy undergarments?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even wear undergarments.
I don't think we need to
Some
worry about
some
that,
religions even
though.
put an emphasis on it.
No matter, no one's going to be seeing them unless
Isn't that that kind of party?
unless you have some
Oh, don't be too disappointed.
unless you have some extreme distraction planned.
This has been months at this point.
But he pulls out like roughly a banker's box sized box. He's like fancy boots, clothing, hats, all well padded to brace you against the cold harshness of this unforgivable land that nobody wants to live in anyways,
You can both
according
go,
to
no?
the Altmer.
I think it would be best to blend in.
He said that I would be fine as Bosmer.
Well, then this one will choose that too, because he makes a good point. If I go as an Altmer, they'll want to know.
Mm-hmm.
So Bosmer with you?
Sure.
I need to completely rethink the dress.
Well, I, for one, am going to see my daughter now.
Yes, before it gets too dark. We should go.
We should all go.
Yes.
Very good. You'll be meeting Delphine at Catla's farm tomorrow morning. She'll give you your final briefing and get you on the carriage.
Is that the place where we dropped off the horse? Rather than the go.
Sorry, tomorrow about an hour after lunch, rather, because the party is in the evening.
Good, good.
Alright, let's go spend a morning with your family.
The night and morning.
The night. You might have to sleep on the couches and things
Now,
like that.
do not take this the wrong way. Your daughter, married?
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Imperial husband?
he's a Breton, but he fights for the Legion. I was not counseled on that marriage.
You have no say in who loves who.
It's a long story, and love's got nothing to do with it.
Let's go and make introductions. This one has, it's a big city. This one hasn't been in a big city in a long time.
What is that?
All right.
A hawker.
Because we do not have an in-game home for the family of Osmond's daughter,
Go to the Bard College.
here, this will be our image of home.
Okay.
I think that suits, doesn't it?
Sure.
So Osmond leads the way through the streets of solitude. You can describe the journey.
It's down the road from the Blue Palace, or not the Blue Palace. The Blue Palace. Yeah. It's a, modestly, it's not a huge house. It's like, a 2-story. It's like a main living floor and then an upper, like where the bedrooms are upstairs.
Mhm.
And so yeah, he goes and just comes up to the door and just bangs on the door and
All right. And your daughter will be the one to answer the door, just for the sake of everybody and reminding myself, can we get everyone's names?
Freya is the daughter. What's her stupid husband's name? Her husband's not home. And
I have
You stupid
decided
idiot.
her husband
Stupid
is
husband.
not home.
and my grandson's names I don't remember them. There's no screenshot.
It's been a long time
It's-
since he's seen them.
It's been a while. Have the whole family tree, it's fine.
Oh, that's right. I remember seeing that.
Beric and the meal.
Beric and Emil.
And the stupid husband's name is Emmanuel Adamand.
So you knock on the door, bang, 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 and she opens it and she says, Dad, what are you doing here?
Need a place to crash for the night. I bought pie.
And we also have Stu. And he would like to say hello to his
my
daughter
grandchildren.
and grandchildren. It's been a while. Also, hello. My name
These
is
are the
Adrian. It's nice to meet you. We've been traveling with your father. He's a pain in the ass.
She shakes your hand and is just like, great, nice to meet you. Dad, you couldn't have written beforehand?
I did write. I wrote 3 times and you don't answer me? What the hell is this? I'm your father, for crying out loud.
They must still be in the mail, but you didn't tell us you were coming to stay here.
No, this is a bit of a last minute thing.
We have a routine here. You're going to disrupt the whole weeknight thing with
one
the
of
boys.
those moms.
Oh no. Is Emmanuel here? Or is he off with playing dress up with the stupid Legion?
It's not dress up. He's in a meeting with General Tullius.
Oh great, he's not going to be here. If he is here, I'm not here.
If you're going to be here, you have to at least pretend to like the boy's father.
Fine, we're my grandsons.
They're upstairs reading.
Thanks.
We could stay at the inn.
Yeah. That would probably be best.
Just lad, can you give my daughter the stew?
This one does not carry.
Sorry.
This one has one arm.
Sorry.
I have the stew, but I'm not giving it to her if we're not staying, because we need the food.
Sorry, I'll make the introduction. Freya, this is Ruian, Jaslad, Lazalia, Honey, these are the vagrants I've been traveling with.
Lydia, who is our
yes,
house
Lydia.
Carl.
She's here too. You remember Lydia? You remember her dad when we were... No, we were living in Whiterun. That was when your mother was still... Oh, it's a long story. Anyways, her older brother's a prick. It's fine, but we got her with the... We're on the Thane of Whiterun now.
It sounds like you're adventuring again.
I am, but only because your brother's an idiot. And he went and joined the Stormcloaks, okay? It's just I didn't...
Also,
I was nearly
the
murdered at Helgen.
Imperials burned down his house.
Our house, the house we lived in. Yes, the one that your mother and I built. Yes, burned down by your damn Legion husband people.
And you did nothing to cause this.
I was almost on the chopping block looking after your stupid brother. Because somebody left home and didn't keep an eye on him.
I'm gonna go find the kids, and I'm just gonna Mommy and Daddy are fighting right now, but I'm gonna distract you with lightning bolts on my fingers.
They're like 4 and 5, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just be hello, and just do little prestidigitation magic.
They're reasonably well socialized children, and they're in that I'll trust anybody stage of their life.
And also hunting nut treats.
I don't have them. You have them. I'm not giving them to them.
They're just taking in the laser light show and just throw their books against the wall, thump, thump, thump. You're just like, this is way better. Meanwhile, he's a grown man and you have to stop telling him what he can and can't do.
I can tell him that he's not going to get himself killed. And your uncle's involved in this time too.
He's always involved in it. You just have to let other people live their lives.
I know... Okay, fine. I didn't adventure by choice, okay? The Imperial Legion wanted to execute me. It was a whole thing. Apparently I'm the Dragonborn. We're the Dragonborn. It's a whole thing.
Sure,
I just say we're the Dragonborn. Just lad's just gone.
Sure, you're the Dragonborn. You've always talked about how it was your dream, and now it's finally come true. I'm so happy for you. This is really happening.
Actually, it's true. We won't prove it.
You're upstairs.
Okay.
I love you, but you're worse than your mother sometimes.
I love you, but you're definitely worse than her all the time.
Okay, we brought stew, we brought pie, a peace offering, and I brought you a dress. It's blue. You like blue, right? I think it's your size.
Oh!
Is it Stormcloak blue, Dad? You're
No,
still
it's
going on
not.
about-
It's regular blue. It's a nondescript blue.
It's a nice, rich blue instead of the pale blue.
Do I have to change into it now?
No, you don't have to change it to it now. Go to dinner or something nice later. I don't care when you wear. Just here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I missed your birthday. I'm sorry. I gave your brother a sword. It's probably a worse idea.
The absolute tired on your face is perfect.
All right, come on in. Let's eat. The boys will want to see you. Just no stories of adventuring.
Fine. I'll keep my mouth shut. Although these boots killed a dragon. I just wanted to get that out there.
Great. Totally. Sure.
You should
Come
see him
and
with
sit
a rock,
down.
though, too.
Go get the leaf for the table. Pull out the extra chairs, will ya?
Yes.
She calls out, boys, come on down. Grandpa's here.
I'm still like.
They're just...
I have honey nut treats.
They're completely infatuated. They are a 2-year-old with an iPad right now. There is no tearing them away from it.
And then when I hear the thing going, I slowly slow down, so it's not just like a hard cut off. Just like, whew.
Just wean them off of it.
Okay.
Like a drug.
I may only have a little bit more magic left in me to do that, but we'll have to wait until after dinner.
The one just tugs on your dress more sparkles.
Yes, but let's go have dinner first. I think your grandpa's here, and I think he brought you sugar.
Treats.
Treats.
Okay, but more sparkles.
More sparkles.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yep, they're more in the like hold onto the handrail and cautiously put one foot down and then the other on the stairs kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not one stair after the other. It's stair, 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 stair.
I'll walk down with them and help them.
But when they get to the last one, they like wrench their hands away and leap the last step like it's a giant chasm or something, and then take off sprinting to run right into Osmond's knees.
I'll
Run into Gramps.
pick them up and hold them and do the grandpa thing.
Watch
Who's
out
the
for your
grandpa?
back.
I'm not that old.
Yeah, you are.
I'm 44.
Got grandchildren.
It's not that old. Yes, I know I have grandchildren.
So you've got the pot of stew and just sort of like set it on the table, and she starts ladling out and like, you were on the road. Where the hell did you get this stew from?
The stop that you know what's his face the Winkin something. The
Winkin, blinkin, and nod.
Yeah, that I got the
Winkin
stew from
Stever.
him. He sells it by the pot apparently.
You know that's an eternal stew. You know what that is, right?
Yes, I know what an eternal stew is. You keep just adding to it. It's fine. It's probably safe to eat, I presume. And nobody's died there, I think.
If you have a problem with it, we can eat this. We just wanted to bring something so you weren't all of a sudden having to cook for more people. Because your dad thought that would just be fine.
I did not think that would just be fine. I got the pie.
That's
You did think it would be fine because you said, oh, I'll just give her money, but that doesn't get food on the table for dinner.
There's no DoorDash.
Listen, thank you. The boys are way too picky for this. They're just gonna have milk, bread, and cheese for dinner. But we'll have the stew together. Thank you.
Is there something you want them to try? Because I have bribery on my hands.
Literally.
You know what? You can try, but believe me, 5 years raising these two boys, I've tried every trick in the book, and if it isn't just one plain thing, they will pick everything out of it until it is one plain thing.
One thing. What is one thing you want them to try and eat? Just one.
Make them dip their bread in the broth.
Okay, so we have little broth. I get little broth bowls, and I will sit down in front of the boys, cross-legged. I'll be like, all right, boys, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a show for dinner, but you need to try the bread and the broth.
Okay.
Okay? Are you ready?
Yep.
And I just start prestidigitating.
One sparkle per bite.
Yep.
No.
Then no more sparkles. And I will go and I will start eating my soup going, this is really good. And I'll like make the sparkles in my soup and be like, look it, there's sparkles in the soup. So good.
Sparkles.
Put the sparkles in their soup. See? Look at the sparkles in your soup. Do you want to try it?
They do the thing where they dip 1/4 of a millimeter into it. And they're like, I don't like it.
No more sparkles.
Mom! Just eat your bread.
Sorry. I tried. I thought the magic might help smooth things over.
You know what? You can make one more diplomacy check.
Diplomacy roll?
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Because they're children.
So I rolled a 5, so that is a grand total of 18.
Not good enough.
No hero die.
Oh!
Using a hero die, letting it one each day, so.
Better.
So that is going to be a grand total of 22 that time.
Not good enough.
That wasn't your brother.
So, we will say that you have a lovely, if slightly tense, dinner with Osmond's daughter and grandsons.
And Gislad is having none of this and is just gone.
Fair enough. The rest of you are just sort of like... Have you ever tried to eat quietly so as not to start a fight?
So many times.
You've kind of got like... You've got that instinct going on right now. Just like, don't let the spoon clink against the bowl. Just like, don't slurp. Just
Put it in your face hole.
Just put it in your face hole quietly. Doesn't matter if it burns your tongue off. You're not opening your mouth. You're just going to swallow it and deal with the repercussions later. And that is where we'll take our break. So, everyone at home, we'll see you in 15 minutes. We'll be back at 7:45 to continue this...
Oh boy.
this perhaps nearly combat encounter.
Hell yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Daedra and Deathclaws. If you're just joining us, the party has made their way to Solitude to meet Malborn to help smuggle some things into the Thalmor Embassy they're about to infiltrate. While there, they took a moment to go and visit Osmond's family, his daughter and 2 grandsons, and fortunately for him, his son-in-law is not there today. We pick up just after having had a nice dinner, although perhaps a bit tense, and well, take it away.
Anyway, lads, once you're done your dinner, that Granddad has a treat for you.
They're like, I'm done, and just pushes the bowl onto the floor.
Oh, get the cloth for your mother and go clean that up. Do you think this is a pig barn?
But you have a treat.
Yes. Clean up first, then treat.
But you have a treat.
You know I haven't had to deal with this in like 20 years. Boys, floor first, then treat. In that order.
And they just like blink at you like they can't comprehend what is being said to them right now.
There's a manual, and I kind of like pull like it's quieter to Freya. Like, does a manual not tell them to do stuff? The hell?
I tell them to do stuff, but it's generally more of a conversation.
Oh.
I also don't usually have treats, so you've got them rather a bit distracted.
Fine. Granddad will clean up the floor, then you can have treats.
Yay!
Oh, I debase myself like this. Oh, what do you do?
Hell?
What do you mean, what the hell?
What did you just do?
What do you mean, what did I just do?
You just
reinforced bad behavior.
Well, they can give the father stress at least.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Lydia. I don't believe that Osmond has the capacity of cleaning things properly. I prestidigitation it all away. There you go. It's gone.
Lydia?
Freya.
That is a trick you're gonna have to teach me.
You know, I was perfectly capable of cleaning up after them for like 10 years, you know.
For some reason,
All that magic you used to do when you never learned how to prestidigitate?
I'm sorry, I was killing vampires. Instead of, you know, making sparkle shows.
I mean, you see how quickly she just cleaned that up? I'm sure you could have saved Mum a lot of effort. That's all I'm saying.
People's talents lie in
Could have saved
different
myself
areas.
a lot of effort too.
So
Anyways.
the kids are like, sparkles, treats, sparkles, treats.
And I like unwrap the treats. Okay, the honey nut treats are for the kiddos, and I like pull out the fray. I have an apple pie for us.
They're just like eating them entirely the wrong way, as kids often do. They've got like one hand on each end of the stick, and they're like,
sounds about right.
Bless them.
But
Okay,
yeah, they're not paying attention to you anymore. They're just like,
there you go, lads. Good lads. Grandpa loves you. Anyway, all right. Can we get? Do you have a Dutch oven kicking around?
of course, it's over by the fire.
I'll like lug it over and put the pie in it. Okay, well, hopefully somebody, you know, let's not make this burn.
And she sort of like whispers at the kids like, thank you, Grandpa. Thank you, Grandpa.
You're welcome, lads. Don't give your mother stress.
So you get the pie situated. You put it close to the fire, but not too close because you don't want to burn it. You rotate it on the hook every once in a while, and about 15 minutes later you've got a nice steaming hot apple pie to share with the family.
Delightful. Delightful indeed.
It is about this time that Emmanuel is going to come back and walk through the door.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Freya! What's up? Oh. Hello, Father.
Hello, Emmanuel.
What brings you to our neck of the woods?
Important business. We are running a trade caravan for the Khajiit here.
I'm not even there.
We are running a trade caravan for our Khajiit compatriot who's not here now. He is out getting supplies.
You can go ahead and roll a deception.
It's my deception.
Once I saw family fighting, I'm just gone.
That's fair.
Make him your hunted prey.
That's not how that works. I wish it was.
It did in Pathfinder first.
Blessed be Thalmor's name. Hey! Okay, 18.
Well, boys, sounds like Grandpa's telling tall tales again, huh? Well, it was nice of you to drop in and bring the boys a treat. I'm sure they appreciated that. I'm sure Freya's already told you they've got a weeknight routine, so we're going to have to be saying goodbye pretty quick here.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The boys need to get to bed.
I thought we were staying here.
We were gonna stay here if he wasn't gonna be here all night.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we don't want to trouble you anymore. You probably have important imperial business to deal with.
Just the business of eating this fine stew. Thank you, Freya. This smells delicious.
I think we should spit in it.
So have you reconsidered your whole position on this Civil War thing?
Considered my position.
Yeah. Are you going to come to your senses and join the side that's going to win?
Not in front of my daughter, Emmanuel. Not in front of my daughter.
If you insist.
On
I'm
that
just
note,
gonna- I'm
I
just
think we
gonna,
should go.
By the boys are just like, more sparkles! Wee! Don't notice the adults fighting!
I just came here to have a nice meal with my daughter and my grandsons. That's all.
I'm sure it was lovely, and I really, truly do hope that at the end of this war, you will still be their grandfather. Or you'll still be around to be their grandfather.
Can I? Is that what? And is he threatening me? Is that a?
It's more of just not so much a threat as a political jab. It says, more and more often these days, the undecideds are getting lumped in with the Stormcloaks, and I would hate to see that happen to you.
At one point you were a guest in our province. You still are.
And there's just at this point in time with that little pause there, it's just gonna be like a roar as I'm telling the kids the story of can't go over the bush, can't go under the bush, you went into the cave, oh no, bear, run!
You've got rampant giggles over there and almost choking on their candy as this whole area and their forearms are covered in honeyed saliva from their giggling and slurping on their candies.
Crank him up and send him home.
Yeah.
I may have come to this country as a guest, but by the end of the next few years you'll be leaving it as one, if you don't pick your battles more wisely.
That really does sound like a threat. Sorry.
Well, it's getting late.
Yes, we should go.
You're right, it is. It's time to get the boys to bed. Boys, come on, let's go to bed. Do you mind?
Are the adults being civil back there? Because if they're not, then I'm not stopping.
This is my home and we are being civil. Boys, it's time to say goodnight to Grandpa. And they sort of just sticky hands reaching out, snack held in their
I'll
mouth.
hug both of them.
Your robes are unrepairably damaged. Through the sheer amount of honey that has just been dragged into every fiber of its being.
You can prestidigitate that out, right?
I don't know.
It's on the edge of what magic can do, honestly.
It's impressive. And I, lean down, like, Grandpa loves you both, and
Aww.
yes.
Good. And then he sort of like prods them forward up the stairs and takes them away to bed. And Frey says, well, it was nice seeing you, Dad.
And I'll hug her too, and I'll whisper in her ear, there's a place in Falkreath if you ever need to go.
And she just sort of hugs you and hugs you a little bit tighter and just like, be careful out there.
I will.
You know the tone, and it's, I'm tired of fighting with you, just please don't die.
Yeah. Her mother made that same tone in the voice for years.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
It was lovely meeting the three of you. I know Dad always needed a strong woman in his life, and it appears there's at least a few of them here between the three of you. So please help him not die.
We've been doing that.
Good.
I'll just like whip out my medical bag and just be like, we got the supplies.
And Lydia just like twirls a potion in her hand. We do our best.
And we outfit him with his own bottles, too.
I'll say hi to your brother next time I see him, which will hopefully be soon.
Thank you.
And then we'll head out the door.
She sort of like lingers on the open door watching you guys sort of go down the stairs and round the corner and just, slowly closes it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so now we need to find somewhere to
We'll stay at the
night.
inn.
The winking, blinking,
Blinking
and
and
nod.
I'm sure they have rooms at the inn. Rooms with less imperial stink around it.
So, heading back to the Winking Skeever, do they find you there?
Oh no,
No?
I'm gone.
I don't know
Alright,
what...
we'll swap perspective to Gisla at the moment. Where are you?
I went down to the docks.
Okay.
Cavorting with the Argonians again, I'm sure.
Sure, we'll go with that.
How's he gonna find us? He just left. He didn't... Nothing. And we're not there now, so...
At this point, we'll call it 9 o'clock at night.
So you went right from the fighting family house to the docks?
Yeah, I never even went in the house.
You just heard the tone of the hello and just like...
I ghosted immediately. It's like, you're my... And I was just gone.
Thank you! That's enough!
But...
Actually, this is a faster way there. Oh.
We're here.
I have no idea what she sees in that man.
I wonder if we should put like a note... Tack a note to the fence.
Did
Don't
the game
go
just
in.
crash?
Yes, it did.
Oh no.
Don't go in.
Well, so
Fighting
to make the long of the short, Gislad, knowing that the docks are usually the hub of in and out of people, went down there to just enjoy himself with some drink and company.
And Argonian sashimi.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Because you've been on your own too long?
Mm-hmm. This one's finding the lustier Argonian brothel.
Maids. It's a book series. I mean, Osmond never has heard of this filthy book series about Argonians and maids and things.
And Gislad decides to go and just enjoy an evening because it might be his last.
Fair enough. You find all of the pleasant company, camaraderie, drinks and fish that you can handle. And how late do you reckon you stay out?
I am out all night, pretty much.
Okay. So we will return to the rest of the party.
Because you don't even know where we are.
Nope.
Sorry.
But you do know to meet at a specific place at a specific time. Yeah.
All right. So back at the Winking Skeever.
We
Welcome back. That stew do all right for you?
It did. It's
Excellent.
unfortunate the company turned out not to be as great as I thought it would be. In that case, we need a room or two.
Oh, sounds great. It's 10 gold a room.
I'll have my own room tonight, thank you.
Do you want to share? I'm happy to share.
Yeah, the three of us can bunk in together.
Excellent, thank you.
We'll do all toss and temp.
I'll pay for my own room.
You better.
If you are having trouble with company, I find it helps to bring a couple bottles of mead. Either it'll make them more pleasant, or it'll make you care less.
That's good advice. Oh, good advice.
Yeah, we're just gonna let him go off and stew in his own juices for the evening.
I just don't know what she sees in that man.
You don't
It's
have
not
to know.
up for you to
This
decide.
highfalutin imperial twat.
It's not up for you. She seemed happy enough until she saw you and realized that her day was going to be way more stressful. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask if we could get a couple of like mats kind of thing if the beds are small so that we can sleep on the floor.
This is the room that Osmond ends up in. I'll say upstairs you've got a more significant sized bed.
It looks like a child's bed.
No, it's a standard one. We'll see what else they got.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a child's bed.
Well, no, that's a 2-person bed. The other one was a 1-person bed.
But regardless of the specific accommodations, all of you settle in for the evening. Get a good night's rest. Well, 3 of you get a good night's rest.
Lad probably goes to bed at like 4 a.m.
Just lad gets a disease.
Let's put it this way: 3 of you get a good night's rest. 1 of you gets a good night.
Yes.
So now Lydia is not going to come with us. She can look after herself during the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, did I give anything to Melbourne
Your-
money launder?
Your
Aren't we leaving Lydia in town?
coat.
Yeah, I'm just getting.
I
her
gave
out of
him
that
my
place.
robes.
Yeah, he
Malborn.
folded it up.
Yeah, perhaps she
gave-
can poison my son-in-law. She's here.
Him.
Who said that?
Oh, she's got death bells.
Not actually poisoning my son-in-law.
Oh.
No. Not intentionally. Well, don't give me ideas.
That's what I'm here for.
So you
still
wake up. You have your little breakfast, and Gislad is still nowhere to be seen.
Oh, he knows where we're supposed to be.
Lydia, I am going to leave you with all of my supplies. Except for some, like, I'll keep, like, a few rolls of linen, and I'll just, like, shove them in my brassiere or whatever when we're getting ready, so I can do the battle medic thing.
Well, I'll be keeping this room booked until you guys return, so you can just sort of pile everything up in the corner. You can.
Yeah,
get
I would
back.
think that it's going to be tonight too, right?
Yes, I don't know how late you'll be at the party or how long it'll take you to get back, because you're taking a carriage there, but
Yeah.
you might not have one back depending on how things go.
Yes.
True.
I'll give her my plate portions of my armor and just have my chain shirt, and when I get dressed in the morning, I'll layer the chain in between the fine clothes.
Okay.
So my robes are getting there. The circlet, were we giving to Gislad to take care of?
I believe you already gave the circlet to Malborn.
I thought so too.
Did I? Because I thought he said that he would ditch it.
No, he ditched my plate.
The plate was too big.
Okay.
He thought he could get the circlet in.
Okay. I'm stressing because I am much weaker now than I was before.
So, what exactly are we trying to accomplish tonight?
We're trying to find out if the Thalmor know anything about the dragons or they're responsible for the re-emergence. And we're gonna get our drink on. Have a
No.
good time.
No,
Maybe
because that's a
poison some-
good way to get caught.
Well, we need a couple in us to, loosen up a little bit and maybe poison some Thalmor. Who said that? I didn't say that. Talking about.
I'm leaving all of my supplies at home.
Yeah, and if some Thalmor just happened to get murdered, then, it's just an unfortunate circumstance of the situation. I'm saying this quietly, of course, not to arouse suspicion.
Okay, we're all gonna.
I'm not going there to kill Thalmor. I'm just saying if some Thalmor happen to die as a result, in a no way planned manner, then, it's not a tragedy.
Okay, we're gonna go now. We're gonna spend the day in the town, browsing around. Do we have the clothes that Mufasa gave us?
They're in our. Oh.
I put them on.
They
Yes.
would be in the room, I would think. Like we would have been taking them to Freya's because we would have had them with us.
Yeah.
So we would have brought them back with us.
Okay, so I'm gonna look in for something that is going to be my size. I'm going to put it on in the room that Lydia's keeping, and then I'm just going to fill it out in whatever way is most appropriate to make it look like it's tailored. So I'm gonna try and just drag out my transformation to be like, okay, this dress needs more boob, less boob, whatever it is, to make it fit perfect, to make it look like it was perfectly tailored for me, because that is how it would have been done. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, okay, now the arms, and I'm gonna make, my skin is going to be a light greenish color, sort of like tan green. And my hair is going to be very long and the silkiest, most perfect hair in the world that I can never achieve in my entire life. Lovely, just cascading sort of gold. Not quite gold, but brown with gold and red and the sun is hitting it and making it sparkle kind of thing.
Osmond's gonna get a haircut on the beard trim
Okay.
to look handsome.
So we'll pass the the mid-morning, trimming up, doing a little bit of shopping, which the shopping will take care of in the fireside chat, so as not to drag us down too much at the moment. But I'm circling it twice so that we remember to do it. We'll go ahead and skip along to go time. You have your lunch, say your goodbyes to Lydia. Name escaped.
What's her
Have
face?
we found Jaslad yet? I don't see him.
He knows where we need to meet him. I have absolutely no idea where he's gone off to.
He's probably passed out in a brothel if I know him.
Well, as long as he's had a good evening, that's all
As
that
long as
matters.
he's not hurt.
You got to see your family. He got his freak on, maybe, but
Ooh, I think I saw some flowers just back up there. Some light blue, guys. Alright, I'm going to pick them and just sort of weave them into my hair.
can I do that for you?
Please, this is awkward doing it for yourself.
Mhm. And then maybe you could fix mine up.
Yes,
Ooh,
of
with some
course.
purple. Ooh.
Yeah, you got 2 blue, 1 red, 1 lavender, and some thistle.
Yeah.
Some more.
We can do some touch up.
Yeah.
Here is Delphine, waiting for you at the ordained time and place. Gislad, do you think you beat them there?
I probably show up just on the cusp of when I should be there. You guys show up, you don't see me, and you're like, oh god, and just look up the road. And as you look up the road, you'll see Gislad kind of just slowly walking down. On his head, a crooked flower crown. In his one good arm, a pitcher, a big clay pitcher that just seems coming over. And across his chest, he's wearing a vibrant purple flag awkwardly tied off into a toga. And he has like his backpack on, and as he gets closer, you realize there's no clothes underneath this toga. As I get up.
I don't want to know.
Did you lose your clothes?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Are they in
I
your
don't wanna
bag?
They're in the bag.
Okay, good.
Did you have fun? Good.
And I pull out a potion of cure disease. Do you need this?
Oh no.
Gross. And I put it away.
Can we go into somewhere private? I just need you to fix my gown a little bit.
You guys go whatever you want. I don't want to know.
Just a quick little.
Okay, we go to a private place. Something wrong with you?
No, my dress doesn't fit quite right, and I'm hoping that you can like sash it or something.
I put the bag down, and like the toga accidentally falls down, and now it's just like a bathrobe around my waist.
I'm not even worried.
Yeah, just sew you up. And for the first time, actually, because you've never seen Gislad like this naked, you can see his arm stump is not being covered for probably the first time ever since we first met. It is quite gnarly looking. Like, it's not just like a clean cut where it was smoothed off. It kind of looks like the bone is still protruding where it should be, and it's just lazily like skin's grown over, fur's all matted there, and it is quite ghastly looking. And just you see him slap the rock as the like mage hand like and I start cinching and sewing it up. Oh, should have done this last night. This one apologizes.
Who apologizes?
This one.
No.
I was not there.
I apologize.
He is weird at the tongue.
Nor dude bro. Feels weird in my mouth. Feels weird in your mouth. See? Okay.
All this mouth talk
I
makes
get
me
it.
uncomfortable.
Good job.
Alright. Soda.
Thank you. Do you need some help getting ready?
No. Unless you guys want to watch. I just start pulling the toga down.
He like turns around and does like a Talos bless. He's like, oh god.
As I'm bent over, there's like that perfect little star.
Oh god.
We're supposed to give you our stuff, right?
And as I'm like putting on my clothes and you'll notice like the poncho that he has over really drapes over and hides everything, and you notice his manners and even his time to pull it upward as high as possible.
Can I ask you what happened?
Oh, yes, but I think we're in a bit of maybe in the cart ride.
Okay.
It's a long story.
It looks like it was painful.
Oh!
We have had a rest. I get health
Yes.
back. Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I get dressed, and
So you're gonna wear 2 layers of clothes?
this is my clothes I'm wearing. And I just put on my normal outfit.
And then your is not real clothes. It's okay.
And I just look over at your outfit. I think I'm gonna refit my dress. Ideas.
Okay.
And he's gonna pull off his great sword still in the scabbard and just be like,
And I hook it on.
I'm gonna give you my 2 daggers.
Put it in my belt.
I think I have 5
the
daggers.
great sword probably look. How tall is Gislad?
Oh, 5'9".
Yeah, the great sword looks like almost as big as he is.
I adjust it so instead of it sitting at a weird angle, it literally goes up and down straight. Hold it from my butt cheeks.
Oh boy. So, do you think it would be fashionable for a person to have a lizard pet?
Probably not. Barton actually want to sit my shoulder?
It's okay. I will protect you. And I just make pet cash.
So are you giving me your robes to bring in, or did you...
No, my robes and my circlet were handled by
No more?
Mistopheles.
Metropolitan?
Wow, he keeps getting
Metro
it.
Man.
Hey.
Methuselah. Megatron.
Yeah.
Matilda.
Yeah, that one.
Meg.
Autobots, roll out.
So Mega Man has everything that you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That one.
need. So, Delphine, as you make the alterations and return, and the party is once again together. Have all the preparations been made? Are you ready to move forward?
Yes, let's get this the hell over with.
Good. I have your invitations to the party.
Drink tickets?
But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest, which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. I know we've been over this. You've got your party clothes. Excellent. When you are ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you return, or you've left it with Lydia. You'll only have to make contact with Malthor inside, and he'll guide you through the rest.
What? She poofed. I looked away and she moved. Okay.
But would we really be seen talking to
He's one of my
Marsupial
kind.
Man if...
You had to fix the feet, I believe, because you're still wearing foot wraps.
Yeah, no, I still have to put the clothes on, definitely.
Oh, can I take a chicken so I can look like an eccentric art collector?
No. But would we be conversing with him when they think so low of him? If we're trying to be high.
No matter how high class you are,
You still want to drink from the help.
the help is who provides the drinks.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Well, best of luck. Find out anything you can about what the Thalmor know about dragons, or if they're at all involved in their return, and then we can decide our next steps from there.
Yes, we'll decide our next steps from there.
Yes.
I hate this.
Good job.
It's only for one evening, and then we can go have a nice fancy bath together.
To put things into perspective, using the term, it's kind of a slur amongst my people.
That's very fair. I'd love
Then
to
you'll
learn
need
more
a
about
good
it. Maybe
bath.
we can go have a
I'm not
nice
nearly
bath
drunk enough for
together.
this yet.
And we can just a bath. Just a bath.
This one had just a bath this evening as well.
Ugh.
I had
thoroughly
enough
clean.
of those kinds of baths.
I am gonna cast Mage Armor on myself. Because it's probably better to do that here than on the road.
Mhm.
Getting closer. Anyways, so what do you think of my disguise?
I think it looks lovely, and I'm going to try to match.
Wonderful. Best of luck. I believe in you.
So are we going in a covered thing? Because shouldn't you maybe find a space to...
Oh, it only lasts an hour, so this one is going to right when we get to the gate.
She has commissioned for you the limousine of carriages to take you there. Not the one that you see there, that's just the regular intercity bus, so to speak.
Right.
But it's a proper, not quite a Cinderella carriage, but not terribly far off either.
But it's covered so that
Yeah.
it's private. Okay.
Yeah. It's got the little fold-down cloth curtains as well, and
Yeah.
open windows.
I just want to make sure that he's going to have the privacy to...
Transform in peace.
Yeah. Because we don't want people seeing him transform.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
So how far is this from here?
It's not far as the crow flies, but it's a bit of a treacherous route with many switchbacks, so it's somewhat slow going.
That is very fair.
Well, we might as well relax while we're here and enjoy the finer things in life if we're to portray ourselves appropriately as members of the snobbery.
This one could go over how he lost his arm.
Yeah. If that's something you want to talk about, we don't want to bring back trauma.
Oh,
I'd rather hear about that than your night last night.
My night was very peaceful. I don't know what
No,
you're talking
his
about.
night last night.
talking about me.
I know.
He doesn't
He's
like
being
the
a
idea.
snob.
This one realizes.
I'm a snob, just...
Sex is
All-
sex. You had sex many times. You had children.
with my wife!
And?
Who said this one had sex last night?
You don't have to have sex. I'm just saying he's a prude.
I am not a prude. I had many
You
lovers.
assume this one decided
Probably.
to lay someone just because he was naked?
No.
There was no sex, just some light petting.
This one
I had
has certain activities that does not have to involve sex, though it was quite pleasurable.
Well, good.
As long as you're
I had a
happy.
perfectly reasonable number of lovers.
Uh-huh.
Whatever.
So you were
Osmond,
gonna.
when you say a reasonable number, are you talking per capita or total?
Yeah.
What?
No, there's no shame in that.
No,
There's
none.
no shame in that.
No shame in having only one partner,
Or no partners.
or no partners,
Or several.
or several.
Simultaneously.
Why not?
Okay.
Or separately.
Let's get
We
this cop moving.
are going to stop there and continue this conversation in fireside chat in the carriage on the way to the Thalmor Embassy. So, to everyone at home, thank you so much for watching, and we'll be here live again next Wednesday, same time, same place, 6 o'clock. And you can always catch our videos on YouTube as well. Stick around just, 5 seconds after we cut it, you'll see all of our links there. Thank you so much for being here today. Like, share, subscribe, follow, whatever
Whatever you want.
those things are, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah.